Hey guys, it's ViewMasters Reactions, and we're back with a clip of episode 6. Being as there is a 10-year time jump and we're switching actresses with Rhaenyra, I figured let's jump into a clip. The clip was released by HBO. It is about 1 minute and 30 seconds. You can pop it up. It's on YouTube if you want to see it yourself. Princess Rhaenyra is summoned by Queen Alicent. House of the Dragon, episode 6, HBO. That is the name of the video. If you want to go look it up for yourself, see it in full. I figured, why not react to it? Why not talk a little bit? I got this image up. We talked a little bit in the sneak peek right after the episode had aired, episode 5. And you guys confirmed that it is about a 10-year jump and that Rhaenyra is going to be about 30 years old. I wasn't sure if they confirmed her age. I know we jump around a little bit, and I guess she's 20 because if we have a 10-year jump and she's 30, that would make a whole lot of sense. Being as we're getting that 10-year jump, we're done with Millie Alcock. I'm going to miss her. I mean, we could have flashbacks to things, and that might happen. I wouldn't be surprised if it did. But if not, the actress who plays young Rhaenyra is no more. I hope this new actress, I looked her name up and it's Emma D'Arcy. I don't really know her from anything. It said she's a British actress. I didn't know Millie from anything else either. They usually cast the best, especially in shows like this. HBO always seems to do it right, and Game of Thrones and House of the Dragon don't often, if ever, have bad casting. Let's just jump in. We'll see what we got. It's 1.5 minutes, and then we'll talk at the end. You guys want to see more of what I do, full unedited episodes, all the shows on the channel, seasons ahead of what you're seeing, hundreds of exclusives you only see on Patreon. The link is at the end. Dozens of shows you'll never see on YouTube. I just don't have time to edit it all. Doctor Who, Person of Interest. This month we just started Centaur World, Steven Universe, and Infinity Train. Bunch of other shows. Check it out. If not, House of the Dragon, Rhaenyra is summoned by Queen Alicent. Episode 6.
A boy.
A boy.
I just heard.
Oh.
Yes.
Well done.
Rhaenyra had a baby. There's the baby.
Where are you going?
That's got to be
She wants
Lenore.
to see him.
Now? Let me take him.
She just had the baby.
Just take my arm at the least.
She just had the baby, and Alicent is summoning
Is
her.
it terribly painful?
Look at her.
Oh, God.
How horribly
I
cruel.
took a lance through the shoulder once.
He's trying to compare the.
Sympathies.
I'm glad I'm not a woman.
Hey, at least he's being supportive. He seems like a swell dude.
What is it? What is it? What is it?
Now the bells are going. Is she getting impatient? What is happening? Walk. Fuck. What is.
I thought we were past this.
How cruel is that? Rhaenyra just gave birth. She's literally holding the baby, having just given birth. I don't know how many minutes. It might be minutes, maybe seconds. Lenore comes running in. I heard it's a boy. It had to have just happened. She is sweaty and looking like she's got blood on her, obviously from the birth, but she is looks like she is worn and beaten and tired, and I get it. I mean, I don't relate, but I get it. I've seen childbirth before, so I understand. But what? She gets summoned. They didn't really explain a whole lot, and obviously it's a clip. It's meant to intrigue you so you want to watch this week's episode, and I already did, so it didn't matter. But, all right, Lenore comes in. First off, it's a 10-year jump. Lenore looks way different, way more mature, I guess you'd say. He looked like a kid. I mean, they all were kids before, but even at the age of 20, you guys, now I'm only going on 20 because people in the comments told me that. If I'm wrong, I apologize. But people in the comments of the last video told me that they're 30 now and it was a 10-year jump. So at this point, when she last spoke to Sir Kristen and all them, she had to have been 20. Now that's believable. She looks maybe younger than that, but in real life, she's 22. So it is believable. It's the truth. Lenore looks way more mature, as does she. She looks the most different, I feel like, of all of the aged characters, because I've seen Alicent, I've seen Lenore, and I've seen her. Out of those three, most of the adults, I feel like, are going to obviously stay the same people, and there's not a whole lot of younger people that matter besides these people. I mean, we're obviously going to get a couple here or there, but I feel like Lenore, Rhaenyra, and Alicent are the most important ones. Not that it looks like a bad match. I just feel like they look the least alike. Either way, if the acting is good and the story is good, I really don't care too much about that, who portrays who. I'm just going to miss Millie because I thought she was a phenomenal actress. Has nothing to do with whether or not the other girl looks more like her or not, even though I think it's still a solid match, good enough. It'll fit. It'll do. I like how Lenore is acting like the supportive husband. He's like, I took a lance in the shoulder once, trying to compare thresholds of pain, I guess. She's like, good for you, buddy. I'm sure it's very similar. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm sure a lance in the shoulder is quite painful, but I feel like childbirth is slightly worse, and I'm exaggerating when I say that. I'm sure it's much worse. But when they hit the stairs, she goes, fuck, and then the bells started going. Was she just saying fuck because the bells were chiming and she's like, we're taking too long, we gotta hurry up? I didn't know if I should take it as, hurry up, she's like waiting for us, now the bells are chiming and this and that, blah, blah. Like, I feel like I either missed something or Rhaenyra is just acting differently than I'd expect her to act. But then again, 10 years went by. Who knows what happened? Who knows what is being held over her? Maybe Alicent went to her and say, I know what happened with you and Sir Criston. I know what happened with you and Daemon. You eat shit and do whatever I tell you to do. When I snap my fingers, you run, or I'm going to tell everybody. I mean, I'm just spitting out ideas off the top of my head right now. It could also be that she immediately wants to see the baby. She wants no opportunity for them to switch babies or do anything. She wants to see the baby. Maybe she wants to make sure it looks like a Targaryen. It is a Targaryen. It looks like it would be her and Lenore's baby. Maybe she wants to make sure it is a male, because obviously this is huge. It's very confusing, and I see in the comments of the other videos, people are always like, what does it matter? Why is she always kissing Alicent's ass? Rhaenyra is the heir. Her father is the king. Why is she kissing Alicent's ass? Alicent is still the queen. Alicent is still of higher standing than her, regardless of whether or not she is going to become the queen or not, which we know she doesn't. But whether or not she does, Alicent is still the queen now. She is married to the king. So until further notice and the king is dead or she becomes queen, Alicent is higher than her. People in the comments I've seen in other videos were arguing with each other, saying, I think that's stupid because Alicent shouldn't be able to boss her around like that. That's kind of the point. And you don't want to be that kind of person. I'm not saying you should be a bossy person and Alicent should do what she's doing, but she can get away with it. The only downfall here is when Rhaenyra does take over, if Alicent is still around and the king is dead, Rhaenyra can take all her past aggressions out on Alicent and be like, now I run shit, bitch. And it's a little dangerous. It's one of those things like, you want to be nice to people just in case one day you need their help or they're the ones that call the shots. I like the clip. Interesting. It ended abruptly. We only got 1 minute and 10 seconds, but hey, that was enough. We got to see the new actress, Emma D'Arcy. So at least now we get a little taste. We know what we're in for. We see Lenore too, because honestly, Lenore looked a lot different. I wasn't 100% sure that was him until it showed his name in the subtitles. I'll see you guys on Sunday for episode 6. We'll get this up. We'll have some clips come out on the channel. I'll get my promo for episode 7 out. And we'll go from there. You guys tell me what you think. You want to see more of what I do, full unedited episodes, all the shows on the channel. Seasons ahead of what you're seeing. Hundreds of exclusives you only see on Patreon. The link is in front of me. Dozens of shows you'll never see on YouTube. Doctor Who, Person of Interest. We just started. Steven Universe, Infinity Train, and Centaur World, amongst others. Quantum Leap, I watched last night, and it's up on the channel. Check it out. If not, comments down below. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.